In this interesting episode, good people, we are talking about the following interesting subject, and that is Kaizer Chiefs explains the process in which they use to promote players to the first team. Well, it's not a secret that they have recently promoted a young man by the name of Duduzi Shabalala. So there are processes and steps, and some of it is a little bit technical, but it is very much informative, to know how they promote players, so that next time you don't necessarily complain. So I'm gonna give you more. Are you interested? Please stick around. To those that will stick around, guys, if you are not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Because to subscribe, it is free. To like the video, it is free. To comment in the comment section below, guys, it is free of charge. Now back to the video. So Kalatuma has got some interesting things to say here, as quoted Mr. Mulife. Mr. Mulife said the following interesting things. Okay, right. He says this, a staff audit was done in a junior team to look at what we have, what we lack, and the type of players we need to bring in. This is because projecting the future, you need to start with the development. Life is saying this. There you need to estimate the physical height of players, the tactical projection with the players you bring in. You then do that by looking at the needs of the first team. One of the needs in the technical team is quality players. We can pride ourselves in having players like Duduzi Shabalala, who played in the Compact Cup and played in the national team. Okay. At Kaizer Chiefs development, the approach is you have retail because the player still qualifies and has the qualities to play in that same age group. You release because the player, when you do your projection, doesn't give you the qualities that you are looking for. You promote because the qualities required to go into the next level are there. Oh my God, what an interesting, I think this one is very much interesting. So I've got to repeat this one. At Kaizer Chiefs development, the approach is you retain because the player still qualifies and has the qualities to play at that same age group. You release because the player, when you do your projection, doesn't give you the qualities that you are looking for. You promote because the qualities required to go into the next level are there. Wow. So we have done the same in the past with the likes of Njabulo Ngobo, Nkosimpile Ngobo, Sabelo Hadebe, Siyabonga Ngezana, Bruce Vuma. You can see the direction we are taking. We are informed by the trends and requirement for the first team. Wow. Interesting. Very interesting. So, giving you this information, what I'm trying to do by giving you this information, I'm hoping and wishing that you don't just complain. You know what I'm saying? What they are saying here is they study the team. They look at the physical needs of the physical strength of the team. Then they will develop players according to that. They look at the height. You see, that's very interesting to look at the height. Because if you are going to play in Africa, you play with tall people. So if all of you are short, then you're going to have a problem. So you then look into the development to say, if we qualify for CAF, how are we going to meet tall defenders? How are we going to meet tall strikers if we have short people in the team? And then in terms of mental strength, as people look at the likes of Sabelo Hadebe. Sabelo Hadebe has got a tendency of he fears injuries, you know what I'm saying? So that has got to do with mental strength. If you compare Sabelo Hadebe with the likes of former Kaizer Chiefs player William Katsande, former Kaizer Chiefs player Ranelo Letolonyane, former Kaizer Chiefs player Tinech Hadebe, I can even name Tinesh Hadebe, but I wanted to say Tinesh Ningomash. If you look at the way they will approach the game, they are very hard, you know what I'm saying? They put their feet, they stamp their authority. You can't just go around Akatsande like nobody's business. That's why he used to get a lot of yellow cards. The point here is, it says a lot about when a player doesn't want to commit that money. He will rather lose the ball. Simphiwe Shabalala used to do the same. So those are the things that they say they study in order for them to bring players accordingly. Of which I think as well, it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? It makes sense to look at as well what type of footballing style do you want is needed in the first team. Kaizer Chiefs' identity of doing things is dribbling. Kaizer Chiefs always have those skillful players. And you know what I'm saying? So you then have to produce players in that way. So what Mlifinseki is explaining, I think it is very, very incredible and very informative. So what's your take? In order for me to know what's your take, get into the comment section below. Let the conversation begin right now, right here.